Well, in this appeal, we have, during conference, noticed that issues number 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7 in this appeal have been dealt with in Atiku's appeal. It is the decision of this court that this issue shall abide the outcome of the issues as resolved in Atiku's appeal, mutatis mutandis. As for issue number 4, which has to do with double nomination, which was not in Atiku's appeal, it is the view of this court that this issue, having been dealt with by this court in SC/CV 501/23, which judgment was delivered on the 26th of May 2023, this court cannot allow the matter to be relitigated in this very court. There must be an end to litigation. For us to sit down now and talk about when this man resigned or did not resign, when they did a fresh conference of fresh primaries to replace him, which we have done before. We are not going to do it again. This matter ought not to have come here. When the matter was pending at the trial court, this court delivered that judgment. If you read the judgment of the lower court, they mentioned it, that Supreme Court has settled this matter. And that should have been the end. You now bring this issue of double nomination for us to sit on it and write another judgment. This is not how it should be. This appeal lacks merit and is hereby dismissed. My Lord, to my right, Abaji.
I agree with my learned brother, Justice John Ian Okoro, that this appeal, number SCCV 937/2023, Mr. Peter Gregory Obi and the Independent National Electoral Commission lacks merit, and it is also dismissed by me.
My Lord Garba Jesse.
I also totally agree with the lead judgment that this appeal substantially canvass the same issues with the appeal number 935/2023, which this court has very comprehensively dealt with. And there is no need for us to repeat ourselves because the issues are the same. The only issue that's different, like pointed out by my learned brother PJ, is that about double nomination, which you have settled. And we do not intend to reopen it again in this appeal. On the whole, I also join the lead judgment to dismiss this appeal for lacking in merit.
My Lord Salawa.
Having had the privilege before now of reading in draft the judgment prepared and delivered by my learned brother Okoro Jesse, I cannot but concur with the far-reaching reasoning and the conclusion that has been postulated in the judgment to the effect that the instant appeal lacks merit, thus ought to be dismissed by this court. Having associated myself with that reasoning and the conclusion, I have no hesitation whatsoever in dismissing the appeal. Appeal dismissed.
My Lord Jauro.
Well, I had the advantage of reading in draft copy of the lead judgment just delivered by my learned brother John Ian Okoro JSC. I entirely agree with the reasoning and conclusion contained therein that the appeal is devoid of merit and it ought to be dismissed. Consequently, I join my brother in dismissing the appeal.
My Lord Abubakar Jesse.
I also had the advantage of reading in draft the judgment of my learned brother Ian Okoro, JSC, and I am of the view that the appellants have nothing useful to urge this court. The appeal lacks merit, and it is hereby dismissed by me.
My Lord Hakim Jesse.
I had a preview of the judgment delivered by my learned brother, Lord Justice John Okoro. I completely agree that this appeal lacks merit and it should be dismissed. I hereby dismiss it.
Thank you all for listening. The two appeals, I think we have concluded our job today. What remains is for us to